Alrighty, here we go. Hey there everybody, it's the Nasty One here again, and welcome back to the next episode of the Heaters franchise in year number 4. Last episode, we took on the Nemesis for the only time this season. We lost the Slugfest 10-8 after Tower Hiker gave 4 home runs in the first inning of the ball game, putting us in a big 7-0 hole that we were really never able to get out of, but we just could never quite catch the Nemesis. Following that loss, we're now 1-3 on the year on a 2-game losing streak. Coming back home for a 2-game stint. First game is against division rivals, the Grapplers, who are coming this matchup 4-0 on the season, leading the division 3 games ahead of us. On the mound for them is their ace right-hander, Lad Bradwick, 1-0 with a 1.59 ERA and a 1.24 whip. And on the mound for us is our ace left-hander, Brian Turnburner, 0-1 with a 7.50 ERA and a 1.83 whip. We'll come in at 1-3 to this contest. Grapplers, of course, undefeated. Lineup in today's game, leading off at third base, locked in Jesus Gould, coming off a 2-homer game. Following him back in the starting lineup in left field is Buster Diggs. Batting third is second baseman Caleb Golden. Batting fourth in the cleanup slot, Juice shortstop Jamie Pollard. Batting fifth in the first baseman Jacoby Martin. Batting sixth catcher Hank Hart. Batting seventh, getting the start in right field is rookie Dip Franks. From Jarvis. Batting 8th in center field is Nolan Lawson. Batting 9th is the pitcher, Turnburner. Let's get it on. Alrighty, hoping we can stop the skid here at 2 games. Grapplers looking pretty balanced on paper, and whatever they got going on is working for them, as they are undefeated at this point in time. Really great defense, good speed, decent power, average contact, average pitching across the board. We'll see what they bring to the table in today's matchup. Hoping to bounce back after that tough loss last time out. Dip Franks is starting in right field. That is my decision, not the CPU decision. She's coming off a 3-hit game in her first start, and Dax Jarvis went 0 for 4, so I figured why not give her the chance to start again, because she did hit the ball well last time out. So we'll see if that's a good move or not. It might not even matter. Here we go. Candela, Horn, and Studwick up first for the Grapplers. Leading off at shortstop today, Andre Candela, the former Crocodiles infielder, hitting 125. No homers or RBIs on the year. He'll face Vern Turnburner. Turnburner making his second start of the year. In his start on opening day, he took the loss, giving up 5 earned runs in 6 innings, 7.50 ERA and a 1.83 whip. 6 hits surrendered, 5 walks, 2 homers, and 6 strikeouts. Batting average against on the year for Vern is .273. Lineup for the Grapplers today, after Candela, it is third baseman Rhonda Horn, who comes over from the Overdogs. Batting third out in left field is Muffin Studwick. He's locked in. He comes over from the Platypi. Batting fourth, OG right fielder Jovan Bambino. Batting fifth, coming over from the Buzzards, is first baseman Joseph Trunk. He is tense. Batting sixth again at second base for the third straight year is Janice Frieden. Batting seventh again in center field for the third straight year for the Grapplers, it is Geronimo James. And batting eighth, getting the start at catcher today, is backup Marla Moore, as even though Lara is on fire, he is tired. He has not had a day off yet this season, so we might see him off the bench. And batting ninth will be the pitcher, Lad Bradwick. Fastball inside, misses ball 1. Candela in at shortstop today to give Eduardo Electro a day off, as he's tense. Slider there low in the check swing, 2-0 the count. Casey low, chased anyway, 2-1. Change away, check swing outside, 3-1. Screwball up and in, high ball 4. First walk for Turnburner as the leadoff man's on to start the day. Next up, third baseman Rhonda Horn, coming over from the Overdogs for her first season with the Grapplers, hitting .214, 1 homer, 2 RBIs on the year. Bad jumps active at first base over there. Candela, slider down in the way, ripped in the hole into right field. That is a base hit. First 2 batters reach for the Grapplers here as they're in business. And coming up next, locked in left fielder Muffin Studwick, who is RBI man, first year with the Grapplers in the series. Coming over from the Platypi, Studwick hitting 182 on the year with an RBI. Down the way is outside, ball 1. Easy rumping in, foul back, 1-1. Slider away, check swing strike called at the knees, 1-2. Receiver down and then blew it by Studwick, strike 3. First punch out for Turnburner, 1 down. Next up is right fielder Jovan Bambino, also with RBI man. He's only hitting $143 to start the year. 2 RBIs on the season. Screwball down in the way is low and outside. Ball 1. Four-seamer down in the way. Strike called. 1-1. Slider inside. Misses. 2-1. Two-seamer up and away. Driven by Bambino to left field deep. That is carrying and gone. Into the Grapplers bullpen. First homer of the year for Jovan Bambino. 3-0 Grapplers in the first. Yay. Next up, 10's first baseman Joseph Trunk in his first year with the Grapplers comes over from the Buzzards, hitting a .176 with an RBI in the year. Four-seamer up and away, strike called 0-1. Interesting enough, Trunk also left after 3 seasons in our Buzzards franchise playthrough, so sticking to the canon of that story. Screwball down, chopped at the middle. Pollard dives out of his reach into the center, base hit. Runner at first, 1 down. Next up, second baseman Janice Friedman, only hitting a .125 to start the year in his 3rd season with the Grapplers. 4th year in the league. Slider down in the way is low. Ball 1. Turn burner now tense. Fastball up and in is high. 2-0. Change up and in. Strike called. 2-1. Ball down and in. Chased it low. 2-2. Up and away, swung through it, strike 3. Second punch up for turn burner, 2 down. Next up, center fielder Geronimo James with outside pitch active in his 3rd year with the Grapplers, 4th in the league, hitting .308 with an RBI. Easy up and in, check swing inside, misses, ball 1. Screwball down, that's low, 2-0. Four-seamer down in the way, outside, 3-0. Slider up, high ball 4, second walk of the inning for turn burner. 2 on, 2 down for the catcher, Marlo Moore, batting 1,000 on the year. Him down in the way, off, it's called a strike, but it's off Hart's glove, everybody will advance. Thankfully it didn't get into the dugout, 2 in scoring position now for Moore. Teasing me down and in, grounded hard at the middle into center, that's a base hit. 1 run in, second run coming around as well, throw is in time to get James. That will end the inning, but 4 runs score for the Grapplers on 4 hits and 2 walks. 3 on the home run by Bambino and 1 on the single there by Moore. Bottom 1, we're already down 4-0. Gould, Biggs, and Golden due up. Here we go again. Leading off locked in third baseman Jesus Gould. He is hitting .556. 2 homers, 5 RBIs on the year, coming off a 2-homer game last episode as he'll lead off against Lad Bradwick, the now ace of the Grapplers in his 2nd year with the club. He was the number 2 last year. He gets promoted over Lovelorn into the top of the rotation. Bradwick 1-0 on the year with a 1.59 ERA and a 1.24 whip. He's gave up 1 run in his first start, going 5 2/3 innings, 4 hits surrendered, 3 walks, and 6 strikeouts with a hit batter. Batting average against .211 on the year for Lad. Last time we saw Bradwick was in that last game against the Grapplers last season. Went 13 innings, and Bradwick was the pitcher we nailed in the jaw at the end of that game to give us the lead in the 13th inning, and then we capitalized by hitting a homer off the next batter. So, yeah, he's probably still pissed about that. Fastball down at the knee, strike called, 0-1. Change it low that time, 1-1. Slider away, blooped off the end of the bat by Gould to shallow right. Oh, Friedman runs it down for the first out. Next up, left fielder Buster Biggs hitting a .071 on the year. Slider inside, strike called, 0-1. Fastball down and in is inside, 1-1. Change up inside, bloop to left center, over the shortstop, base hit for Biggs. He'll be on with 1 down in the first. Next up, Caleb Golden, the second baseman, hitting .529 with a homer and 5 RBIs. Heater up and in, strike called, 0-1. Fastball low, 1-1. Slider's low this time as well, 2-1. Change up away, popped off the end of the bat to left center. Out for the shortstop, Candela. He'll put it away for the second out. That'll bring up juice shortstop Jamie Pollard, hitting a .88 on the year with a homer and 5 RBIs, but he's determined to try and turn the losing streak around. See if it works. Heater down in the way, strike called at the knees, 0-1. Way high in the heater, 1-1. Fastball away, swung through it late, 1-2. Fastball inside is chased, strike 3. First punch up for Bradwick, and that ends the inning. To the second, it's 4-0. Bradwick, Candela, and Horn due up. Bradwick leading off, pitcher hitting, hasn't have a hit yet this season. First fastball outside, ball 1. Turnburner still tense after the first inning. Slider away is fouled off, 1-1. Screwball up, check swing high, 2-1. Two-seamer inside, driven by Bradwick to left center, hit well. Lawson tracking it in the gap, runs it down for the first out. Next up, shortstop Candela, who walked in the first inning and scored on a home run ball. Screwball away in the first pitch, outside, ball 1. Two-seamer down and away, strike called, 1-1. Two-seamer middle in, inside, just missed, 2-1. Change up and away, strike called, 2-2. Slider down, in the dirt, 3-2. Two-seamer middle away, line to the gap right center, that'll be extra bases for Candela. That rolls all the way to the wall. Lawson gets it in quickly, but it is a 1-out double. Candela 1 for 1, and that'll bring up the 2-hitter. Rhonda Horn, who singled, is now locked in. 1 for 1 today. She also scored on the home run in the first inning. Two-seamer at the knees on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Change it down and in, just inside and low, 1-1. Receiver middle in, broken bat, fouled off, 1-2 the count. Slider down and away, way outside, 2-2. Screwball at the knees, fouled off, still 2-2. Two-seamer up and away, chased it outside, strike 3. Third punch up for Turnburner, 2 down in the inning. That'll bring up left fielder Muffin Studwick, who did strike out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Down to neutral mojo here. Still has RBI man active, though. Receiver at the knees, pulled foul, 0-1. Slider down and away, in the dirt, good block by Hart, 1-1. Screwball down, chased and pulled foul, 1-2 the count. Receiver down, chop behind the plate, 1-2. Receiver up and in, check swing high, good take, 2-2. Receiver away, chased and fouled off, still 2-2. Change it down and in, way inside, full count. Slider at the knees, driven to right field into the corner, hit well. Frank's giving chase, and it gets over her glove as the rookie can't get there. RBI double for Studwick, it is 5-0. God. Bambino up next, 1 for 1 with the 3-run homer. RBI man still active, and he gets beaned by the slider. Nice. 2 on, 2 down for Trunk, 1 for 1 with the single. He then scored on the single by Moore. Turnburner rattled. Fastball down and away, fouled off, 0-1. Two-seamer down and away, chopped to first. North charges, bare-handed, takes it himself to the bag, and that'll end the inning finally. But the Grapplers get an RBI double off the bat of Studwick. It is 5-0 to the bottom of the second. North, Hart, and Franks do up against Bradwick. Rookie Jacoby North leading off the inning. 5-hitter hitting .412 with an RBI on the year. Slider bounces in the dirt from Bradwick. Ball 1. Slider's low. 2-0. Slider's low again. 3-0. Fastball in there at the knees this time. 3-1. Fastball middle of the plate. Popped off the end of the bat as North misses it. Right to the center fielder James. 1 down. Next up is catcher Hank Hart hitting .417. 3 RBIs on the year for Hank. Batting in the 6th slot today. Change up in there at the knees. 0-1. Heater up and away. Strike called. 0-2. Change up away. Pulled off the end of the bat. Shallow right. Back for it Friedman. Second baseman puts it away. 2 down. Base is empty for rookie right fielder Dip Franks. Batting .500 on the year. Coming off a 3-hit performance for the rookie in her first career start. Heater inside. Strike called. 0-1. Heater up and in, strike called, 0-2. Chased it outside, strike 3. Second punch out for Bradwick, and that's 1-2-3, second for him. To the third, it's still 5-0. Friedman, James, and Moore due up. Leading off is Friedman. He struck out his first time up swinging. He's 0 for 1. Turnburner still rattled. Fastball down and in is low and inside. Ball 1. Screwball away. Foul up back. 1-1. Two-seamer outside and high. 2-1. Change it down and in. Chop to third. Gould backhands cleanly. Third baseman makes the play. 1 down. Next up is James. He walked his first time up and then was thrown out trying to score on a single in the first inning. Four-seamer up, foul back, 0-1. Slider down and in, inside, 1-1. Two-seamer up and away, outside, 2-1. Change it down and away. Lined up the middle, base hit for James. His first hit today, he's 1 for 1. Runner at first, 1 down for Moore, who singled in a runner first time up. 1 for 1 day for her. Two-seamer up and away in the first pitch, high, ball 1. Turnburner's already up over 60 pitches. Screwball away, check swing strike called, 1-1. Slider down and in, low and inside. 2-1. Two-seamer way outside, off of Hart's glove. It's another wild pitch. Runner advances, 3-1 the count. Two-seamer up and away, fouled off, full count. Go down and in, foul back. Still, count is still full. Change it down and away. Down and outside. Ball 4. Third walk for Turnburner. 2-1, 1 down for Bradwick. He flew out to left center his first at bat. He's 0 for 1. Screwball away on the first pitch. Check swing strike called. 0-1. Four-seamer up and in. Check swing strike called. 0-2. Slider down and in the dirt. Bounces. 1-1. 1-2. Two-seamer down and away. Chased and fouled off. Still 1-2. Change it down. Chased and fouled off again. Two-seamer up and away. Fouled off again. Bradwick fighting to stay alive. Four-seamer middle in. Popped up to short. Pollard there. Infield fly called for. This will be the second out of the inning. Back to the top of the line for the Grapplers. Here's Candelo, 1 for 1 with a double last time up. He's also walked and scored a run. Slider down and away outside. Ball 1. Four-seamer middle in. Inside. 2-0. Two-seamer high. 3-0. Up and away. Strike call. 3-1. Two-seamer away. Check swing strike. Full count. Runners will go with the pitch. 2 down. Fastball inside, chased at strike 3. Fourth punch up for Turnburner. He gets out of the third without allowing a run. But he's still down 5-0, and he's over 80 pitches. Bottom 3, Lawson, Turnburner, and Gould due up. Center fielder Nolan Lawson leading off, batting in the 8th slot today. Outside pitch active, hitting .389. 2 RBIs on the year. Fastball down and in, strike called, 0-1. Change it down, pulled foul, 0-2. Fastball up and in, driven by Lawson to left center field. He got to it, and that's going to be dropped in the gap. That'll be a single for Lawson as he's on with a leadoff hit. He's locked in. Next up is the pitcher Turnburner, batting .500 with an RBI in the air. He's 10th still. Bunt shown. Bunt dropped. Fair ball. More to first. Sacrifice successful. 1 down, runner in scoring position for Gould. He popped out to left center, or right center his first time up. 0 for 1 today. Pick off the second, nothing doing. Is Lawson back safely. Gator high at the letter, strike called, 0-1. Change it down, pulled foul, 0-2. Fastball down, line to first. Caught by Trunk for the second out. Biggs up next. He dropped in a single his first time up. He's 1 for 1. Slider down and in, fouled off, 0-1. A little late on the swing. Slider bounces in the dirt, 1-1. Fastball swung under it, 1-2 the count. Fastball middle in, driven by Biggs to right center, sinking, but that hangs up enough for Bambino to run it down. as we strand a runner in scoring position. To the fourth, it's still 5-0. Horn, Studwick, and Bambino due up. There's Horn, 1 for 2 today with a single. Four-seamer down and in on the first pitch, grounded at the middle. Golden dives, knocks it down off the edge of his glove, but it's an infield single for Horn, her second hit today. She's 2 for 3, and that'll bring up Studwick, 1 for 2 with an RBI double last time up. He's also struck out once. Change away in the first pitch, way outside. Ball 1. Four-seamer away, check swing outside, 2-0. Slider middle in, check swing inside, 3-0. Two-seamer middle of the plate, grounded at the middle. Golden dives, cuts it off, no play at second, will go to first. Fielder's choice, 1 down. Next up is Bambino with RBI man. He's hit a 3-run homer, and he was hit by a pitch last time up. So we're down in the way in the first pitch, lined in the left center gap. That's going to be extra bases for Bambino, and it's going to be 6-0 Grapplers here. Lawson does get to it, but it is a double. 6-0. Bambino trades places there with Horn. Next up is Trunk, 1 for 2 with a single. Ball down on the first pitch, low, ball 1. Turn burner rattled again. Two-seamer low, 2-0. Slider up, way high, 3-0. Two-seamer up, check swing high, ball 4. 5th walk today for turn burner. Next up Friedman, 0 for 2. Four-seamer down in the way, just outside, ball 1. Change it middle in. That's lined to right center. Lawson going over. Lays out for it just off his glove. That'll be an RBI single for Friedman. It is 7-0. Runners at the corners for James. 1 for 1 with a single and a walk today. Slider down and in. Chop behind the plate. 0-1. Receiver up and in. Fouled off. 0-2. Change it down and in. Low and inside. 1-2. Receiver away, grounded to short. Pollard charges, flips the second. 1. Golden the first, double play, and that gets us out of the inning. But 2 more score for the Grapplers. It is 7-0 to the bottom of the 4th. Turnburner throws about 100 pitches, and he is done after 4. Hard lineup up for the Heaters here. Golden, Pollard, and North due up. There's Golden, 0 for 1 today. Faced and locked in Bradwick now. Fastball away, misses, ball 1. Heater up and in, strike called, 1-1. Slider hangs on the next pitch, driven to right center. Golden's going to get a gapper out of that one, and that'll be extra bases for the second baseman. His first hit today, he's 1 for 2. Pollard up next, struck out swinging his first time up, he's 0 for 1. Bradwick no longer locked in after the leadoff double. Slider's outside, ball 1. Fastball inside, bloop by Pollard to right center, shallow. That drops in for a hit, and that's going to score a run. Cut by Trunk. That's 7-1. We're on the board. RBI for Pollard, his 3rd of the year. Next up, Jacoby North, rookie, popped out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. Fastball way outside, ball 1. Fastball ups, popped up by North to right center. Bambino over for it, makes the catch, 1 down. Next up, Hank Hart. 0 for 1 today. Popped out his first time up. Fastball inside, misses, ball 1. Slider hangs, fouled back, out of play. 1-1, just missed that one. Fastball middle plate, swung through it late, 1-2. Fastball up, chopped at the middle, base hit for Hank Hart as he puts that into center. His first today, he's 1 for 2. 2-1 down now for the Heaters. Next up, rookie Dip Franks, 0 for 1 today with a strikeout. Heater in there at the knees, 0-1. Fastball at the knees again, chopper to second. Friedman flips to Candela 1 onto first. Double play, and that ends the inning as that kills our momentum, but at least we got a run in on a single by Pollard. 7-1 to the 5th. Turnburner done after 4 innings. He gives up 10 hits, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, and 7 earned runs. 3 of them on a homer. 1 on a double, and 3 on a singles. Coming out of the bullpen here is going to be, I'm going to give it to Alana Bartlett, the mop-up pitcher, as well. We're not really playing for much right now. Bartlett, no record, a 1.69 ERA and a 1.69 WHIP. 4 appearances this year. She's appeared in every game this season. 1 earned run given up with 1 save. 5 1/3 innings pitched, 6 hits surrendered, 3 walks, 1 home run ball surrendered, and 2 strikeouts. Batting average against .316 on the year. Receiver down at the first pitch, chased by Moore, 0-1. Receiver up and in. That's driven by Moore to left center field. That's carrying well. Lawson back out of room. It is gone. Moore's first homer of the year. It is now 8-1 as she keeps her perfect batting average alive. If the Grapplers immediately get that run we just got right back. Remains to be a 7-run deficit. Now, it appears my chat's not working for some reason today. Must be something wrong with the mobile device. Let me reset that real quick. Alright, I'm back in the chat room. It says it's loaded, so we'll see if that's true now. Slider down and in the first pitch to Bradwick. Bounces in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball up, line to left, past the diving Gould. Base hit. First 2 batters reach here. None down. Here's Candela, 1 for 2 with a double and a walk as Bartlett immediately tense. Slider at the knees, chop the short charging Pollard. He'll flip to second 1. Gould in the first. Just late fielder's choice. 1 down. Bartlett back to neutral. Next up is Horn, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Change it low and away. Ball 1. Fastball down and in. Strike called. 1-1. Slider away. Fouled off. 1-2. Two-seamer middle in. Inside. 2-0. Or 2-2. Whatever the count is. Can't read. Fastball away. Grounded to third. Gould charges. Fires to second 1. Gould in the first. This time it's a double play, and that will end the inning. Grapplers though get a leadoff home run from Marla Moore as the catcher makes it 8-1 as it's still a 7-run deficit as we're halfway home here in the bottom of the 5th. Lawson, Bartlett, and Gould do up. And Bartlett's going to have to bat. I need her to eat another inning. This ain't looking good. I think this series is going to be over after 4 years. Lawson leading off, 1 for 4. Locked in with a single his first time at the plate. He's 1 for 1. Hopefully you're all enjoying the game today. Sorry it's not another winner. Change inside, misses. Ball 1. Should have swung at that on the outside corner. 1-1. Change it down the middle off the end of the bat. Into center. This will be an easy catch for James. 1 down. Here's the pitcher Bartlett. First at bat of her season. Fastball down the middle. Lined right at Horn. Of course it is. 2 down. Base empty for Gould as he's locked in still. Facing the locked in Bradwick now. Slider in there at the knees. 0-1. Slider at the knees. Line to the gap. Left center. Extra bases for Gould as that'll find the wall in left center. 2-out double keeps the inning alive for the Heaters as Gould keeps his hot hitting going. That is going to bring up Biggs. 1 for 2 with a single. So at the right field last time up. Change just outside from Bradwick as he's down to neutral. 1-0 the count. Change up away. Bloop to shallow right center. Sinking quickly. James slides. It hops into his glove. That'll be an RBI single for Biggs. It is 8-2. First RBI of the year for Buster. Got to bring up Golden. 1 for 2 with a double. Last time at the plate. Fastball high. Called a strike. 0-1. Fastball middle in. Skied by Golden to left center field. That sounded bad off the bat, and it is. Studwick makes catch the warning track to end the inning. To the 6th, it's 8-2. We're down 6. Studwick, Bambino, and Trunk are the lineup up for the Grapplers. Leading off Studwick, 1 for 3 with an RBI double. Fastball middle in. Blooper to right field over the leaping Golden. That is a base hit. Studwick on to lead off. He's locked in. That'll bring up Bambino. 2 for 2 with the RBI double. Last time up, he's also hit a 3-run homer, and he's been hit by a pitch. Slider down on the first pitch. Chop behind the plate. 0-1. Receiver down and in. Blew it by Bambino. 0-2 the count. He's up and away. High. 1-2. Change up and away. Check swing outside. Good take. 2-2. Receiver up and in. Popped up shallow left of center. Pollard back for it. Shortstop runs it down for the first out. Runner still at first. Here is Trunk. 1 for 2 with a single last time up. He's also walked. Up to neutral. Mudgers. That fastball's outside. Ball 1. Slider down and in. Check swing inside. 2-0. Two-seamer down in the way, low, 3-0. Fastball up and in, high, ball 4. First walk for Bartlett. 2 on, 1 down. Fifth walk for the Grapplers lineup today. Here's Friedman, 1 for 3 with an RBI single last time up. Two-seamer down and in on the first pitch, ripped hard and foul. 0-1, little out in front of it. Four-seamer down in the way, low, 1-1. Change up at the knees, driven by Friedman to left of center. He got all of that one. It is gone. First homer of the year for Friedman. It is now 11-2. Third homer of the day for the Grapplers, I believe. Next up, James, 1 for 2 with a single and a walk. Bartlett now tense. Receiver down in the dirt, ball 1. Two-seamer up and in. Popped up behind second. Golden shallow right center out for it. Puts it away for the second out. Next up, Moore, 2 for 2. Solo homer last time up. She singled and walked today. Two-seamer up in the first pitch. Strike called, 0-1. Change it down and in. Grounded to short. Pollard in. Charges. Backhands cleanly to first. That ends the inning, but Bartlett serves up another homer, her second of the game. This time it's a 3-run shot to Friedman. Grapplers now lead 11-2. 9-run deficit to the bottom of the 6th. As if this season couldn't get any worse. Followed up next, 1 for 2 with an RBI single last time up. Also struck out. Heater inside, strike called, 0-1. Heater up and in high, 1-1. Slider down and in low, 2-1. Slider up and away, chased it high, 2-2. Slider down and away, driven deep by Pollard on the line to center, but it's going to die at the warning track, 1 down. Next up, North, 0 for 2 with a fly out and a pop out. Change it low, ball 1. Heater up and away, outside, 2-0. Fastball up, swung late, 2-1. Fastball up and away, bloop to right center field, hit. That's going to drop in. First hit for North. He's 1 for 3. Next up, Hank Hart, 1 for 2 with a single as he's still tense. Change up in there, 0-1. Slider down, chopped in the hole to second. Friedman over, flips the second one. Kendo to first, late on the fielder's choice. 2 down, here's Dip Franks, 0 for 2. Flew out last time up. She's also struck out, 0 for 2 today. Granted, they're no double play, never mind. Change up in there for a strike, going 1. Fastball down and in, skied to left. Therefore to Studwick, and that's a 1-2-3 inning, or whatever. Who fucking cares at this point, really? To the 7th, we're down 9. Bradwick, Candela, and Horn do up. There's Bradwick, 1 for 3 with a single. Receiver up and away, strike called, 0-1. Change up away. Popped up left center, Lawson over. He'll call off Biggs. Make the catch, 1 down. Next up, Candela, 1 for 3 with a double and a walk. Receiver down and in, check swing low, ball 1. Slider down and away, low as well, 2-0. Two-seamer up and away, check swing strike, 2-1. Receiver up and in, popped up foul, out of play, 2-2. Change up inside, chased it, strike 3. First punch up for Bartlett, 2 down. Here's Horn, 2 for 4 with 2 singles today. Slider down and away in the first pitch, blooper to center. Softly lined, Lawson there, 1-2-3 inning for Bartlett in the 7th. Bottom 7, it's 11-2. Lawson, Bartlett, and Gould do up. There's Lawson, 1 for 2 with a single. Outside pitch active for him. He's locked in against Bradwick. Fastball up and away, hard ripped foul, 0-1. Fastball away, line to left field. A second hit today for Lawson. He's 2 for 3 as the speedster's on to lead off the 7th. That is going to bring out Bartlett. The pitcher will pinch hit for her. Coming off the bench is going to be right fielder Dax Jarvis. Hitting .375, 2 RBIs on the year for the normal right fielder. Fastball's down and away, strike called at the knees, 0-1. He's on the bench for a coaching decision. Fastball up and away, popped up down the left field line. That is going to hang up for Studwick, 1 down. Next up, Gould, 1 for 3 with a double last time up. He's still locked in. Change of way inside, almost hits Gould, ball 1. Fastball up and in, swung through it, 1-1. Change up down and in, pulled foul, 1-2 the count. Fastball down and in, skied by Gould to left center. That's going to hang up for James, though. 2 down. Runner still at first, and that is going to bring up the 2-hitter, which is Buster Biggs. Left fielder 2 for 3 today with 2 singles and an RBI. Fastball up and in, high, ball 1. Change up high, 2-0. Fastball up, swung through it late, 2-1. Just missed it. Fastball away, hit off the end of the bat to third, picked out of the air by Horn. That'll end the inning. I'm going to double switch off Franks because, actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll double switch off Franks. Why not? We're going to turn it over to Garner here in the 8th as we're going to take off Franks. To the 8th, it's 11-2. Studwick, Bambino, and Trunk due up. There's Studwick, 2 for 4, double single and an RBI today. Romeo Garner on the air, no record, a 13.50 ERA and a 3 whip. 5 runs given up, 2 earned in 1 appearance. 1 in the 3rd innings pitched, 4 hits surrendered, 1 strikeout, and a batting average against a 444. First slider at the knees. That's fouled off by Studwick, 0-1. Cutter up and away. High, 1-1. Just outside as well. Receiver at the knees. Fouled off, 1-2. Ball down and in. Inside, 2-2. Cutter down and in. That's retarded to third. Gould dives just out of his reach. Base hit. Studwick on to lead off the 8th. Brings up Bambino, 2 for 3, hit into a fielder's choice last time up. He's hit a 3-run homer and an RBI double. He's also been hit by a pitch. He's driven in 4 of the Grapplers' 11 runs. Receiver down and in on the first pitch, strike called, 0-1. Slider up and away. Looped up the middle over the leaping Pollard's glove. That's a base hit. 2 on to start the inning. Now to bring up the 5-hitter next. None down. Here's Trunk, 1 for 2 with 2 walks and a single. Walk last time at the plate. Curveball down, pulled foul, 0-1. Cutter up and away. Check swing outside, 1-1. Receiver down and in. Line at the middle of the short. Pollard dives, picks it on the ground, flips the second one. Gould in the first. Just late, fielder's choice. Runners at the corners, 1 down for Friedman with a 3-run bomb last time up and an RBI single earlier. He's 2 for 4. Cutter down and in on the first pitch, hit the first. North dives, just foul, 0-1. Slider down and away, outside, ball 1. 1-1 pitch coming. Fastball up, foul off, 1-2. Curveball down and in, chased it inside in the dirt, strike 3. First punch up for Garner, 2 down. That'll bring up James, 1 for 3 with a single and a walk. Slider up and in, fouled off, 0-1. Cutter up and in, strike called, 2-0, 2-2. Or 0-2, whatever the count is, I can't read. I'm smart. Yeah, right. I picked the heaters. Curveball up and in, high, 1-2. Receiver down and in, low, 2-2. Cutter up and away. Chased it high, strike 3. Back-to-back case for Garner to get out of the jam. Bottom 8's 11-2. Gould and Pollard and North due up. Here's Gould, 1 for 3 with the double today. He's facing the locked-in Bradwick. Change up away, strike called, 0-1. Slider down and in, line to left center. Another hit for Golden, his second today. He's 2 for 4. Runner on to lead off the 8th with a single. That'll bring up Pollard, 1 for 3 with an RBI single. Lined out the center last time up. Change up away, misses outside and low, ball 1. Slider way outside, misses 2-0. Bradwick starting to tire, approaching the 90 pitch mark. Slider down, fouled off, just out of the reach of the diving Trunk, 2-1. Slider way outside, 3-1. Fastball up, hard chopper through the middle, base hit for Pollard, his second today. He's 2 for 4. First 2 batters on in the 8th for the Heaters, so we're in business, none down. There's North, 1 for 3 with a single last time up, and that'll do it for Bradwick. He goes 7+ innings today, giving up so far 2 earned runs on 11 hits. He didn't walk anybody, and he struck out 2 batters. He's currently in line for the win. Coming out of the bullpen, left-handed specialist Tucker Turlington. The OG Grapplers reliever, the only original one left in their bullpen. No record, a 6.75 ERA and a 2.25 whip. 1 earned run given up in 2 appearances, totaling an inning and a third. 3 hits surrendered, 3 strikeouts, and a batting average against of 429 for Tucker. Trying to slam the door here for the last 6 outs. Curveball up and away is outside. Ball 1. Slider outside. Caught the corner this time. 1-1. Fastball up. Swung late by North as that's high. 1-2. Forkball down in the way. Lined into right field. That is a base hit. Bases are going to be loaded here with none down. So that's a good arm from Bambino. Turlington tense. Bases loaded for catcher Hank Hart, who is tense. 1-3 with a single. We will pinch hit for him. Coming off the bench is going to be third baseman rookie Angelo Gangnam, as he's going to pinch hit. Contact first lefty active for the rookie, hitting, I believe, either 1 for 4 or 2 for 8 on the year. I want to say 1 for 4. Fastball up and in from Turlington, high, ball 1. Slider's way outside, 2-0 the count. Fastball middle of the plate, line to second, 1 hopper to Friedman, flips to second 1, Candela to first, double play, but the run does score. It's 11-3. No RBI for the rookie, though. Run charged to Bradwick. Garner due up next. Will pinch hit for the pitcher as well. Jack Stravino coming off the bench. Batting 0s on the year. Off the bench is pinch hitter. Heater up and in high. Ball 1. Curveball at the knees. Driven off the end of the bat to left center. I think he missed it. He did. Running it down is Studwick. That'll end the inning. We are going to bring in closer Ricky McFarland. Replace Trevino. We also need to bring in Everett Nash to catch. We're down 8 as we do get a run that's charged to Bradwick. He'll still end up with a quality start, giving up only 3 earned runs. Down 8 in the 9th, 11-3 the score. Moore leading off. Everett Nash comes in to catch. We're down to 1 man on the bench. Fastball down at the first pitch strike from McFarland, 0-1. Ricky made his debut for us last episode, getting the last 2 outs of that game against the Nemesis. Nothing given up for him. Four-seamer up and away. Sky to left center off the end of the bat. Lawson over. He'll call off Biggs. Makes the catch. 1 down. Turlington up next. Specialist active against him here from McFarland. First bat of the year for Turlington as that slider's in the dirt. Ball 1. Fastball up. Sky to left. Biggs back onto the warning track. Makes the catch in left center. 2 down. Base empty for Candela. 1 for 4 with a double and a walk today. Slider away. Grounded foul. 0-1. Seamer inside. Grounded the second hard. Knocked down by Golden on the dive. Picks up the first in time. 1-2-3 inning for McFarland in the 9th. Bottom 9, we're down 8. Lawson, Jarvis, and Gould do up. There's Lawson, 2 for 3 today with 2 singles. Specialist active against the locked-in outfielder. Defensively coming in at shortstop, Eduardo Electros. He'll replace Candela as he's a much better fielder despite being tense. And I think that's the only change. It is. Turlington trying to get the last 6 outs of the game here. Fastball down on the way, fouled off by Lawson, out of play, 0-1. Fastball at the knees, line to center, sinking quickly, another hit for Lawson, his 3rd hit today as he keeps a good bat swinging. Leadoff man on in the 9th, here's Jarvis, 0 for 1 with a pop out his first time up. Specialist active against him here as well. Lawson goes on the first pitch, forkball in there at the knees, throw down by Moore, no chance. 4th steal of the year for Lawson, he's 4 for 4. 0-1 the count. Forkball down, blooper to left center. Single for Jarvis as that's in for a hit. Coming around 3rd, Lawson. He will score as that's cut by Trunk. RBI for Jarvis. It's 11-4. Next up, Gould, 1 for 4 with a double. Jarvis lefty active for Gould. He's still locked in here as well. Slider up and away. Strike called. 0-1. Heater away outside. 1-1. Fastball put in. Line to second. Right at Friedman. 1 down. Runner still at first. Next up, Biggs, 2 for 4, 2 singles and an RBI. Specialist active against him here. Fastball high, ball 1. Forkball outside, misses badly, 2-0. Fastball inside, foul back, 2-1. Slider middle in, line at the middle, base hit for Biggs. His 3rd today, he's 3 for 5. 2 on, 1 down. Here's Golden, 2 for 4, double and a single, and that'll do it for Turlington. Coming out of the bullpen is the closer, Smack Avery, to try and shut the door. Smack Avery on the year has made 3 appearances, and all 3 of them he's gotten the save. This is still a non-save appearance as we're down 7 runs. No record, a 0 ERA and a 0.67 whip. 3 innings pitched, 1 hit surrendered, 1 walk, and 1 strikeout for Avery. Batting average against 111. Heater in there, 0-1. Fastball chased inside, 0-2. Fastball up and away, chased at strike 3. First punch up for Avery. 2 down, last chance is Pollard. 2 for 4, 2 singles, and an RBI. Fastball away, chased it outside, 0-1. Curveball chased outside, 0-2. Fastball away, chased and fouled off, still 0-2. Fastball middle in, driven by Pollard to left center field, hit pretty well. Carrying back to the warning track, it is off the fence, and that'll be a 2-run double for Pollard. It is 11-6. Keeps the game going for Jacoby North, rookie 2 for 4 today with 2 singles. Fastball away, lined off, foul, 0-1. Fastball up, blooper to right field. Over. Well, it would have been over if Trunk didn't get there. But that ends the game. Heaters lose 11-6 as we score 3 runs in garbage time there in the bottom of the 9th. Really, we scored 4 runs in garbage time, as by that point we were already down 9 runs, so it didn't really matter. At least we made the score look somewhat respectable. But you'd think with 16 hits we'd have a lot more runs scored. But again, home run balls come back to bite us, and Vern Turnberner had a horrible start. Yeah. This time it's not the bullpen letting us down. It's the starting pitching. It's like pitching in general just lets us down. Hitless today for the Grapplers was just Turlington. Electro and Avery didn't even bat. 3-run homer for Jovan Bambino. He also had an RBI double. Muffin Studwick had an RBI double. Janice Friedman had a 3-run homer and an RBI single. Marlon Moore had a solo homer and an RBI single as well. For us, hitless today were Gangnam, Franks, Trevino, Turnberner, Bartlett. We had 3 RBIs for Jamie Pollard, 2 on a double there in the 9th inning, and 1 on a single earlier in the game. And Buster Biggs also had an RBI single as well. We also had another run driven in by Dax Jarvis. He also singled in a run, and we had a 6th run come in on a double play ground out by Gangnam, which doesn't count as an RBI. Pitching lines, Bradwick 7+ innings. He gets a quality start, 11 hits given up, 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts. He improves to 2-0 on the year. Turlington inning and a third in relief, giving up 4 hits and 3 earned runs. Smack Avery 2/3 of an inning, giving up a hit and a strikeout. On the other side for us, Turnberner takes the loss. 4 innings, 10 hits, 7 earned runs, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts, a home run. He falls to 0-2 on the year. Bartlett 3 innings out of the pen, giving up 4 hits, 4 earned runs, a walk, 2 homers, and a strikeout. Garner an inning, giving up 2 hits and 2 strikeouts. And McFarland 1 inning, scoreless. Bambino, your player of the game with the 4 RBIs. He was a triple shy of the cycle, followed by Friedman, who had a 3-run homer and a RBI single, and Marlon Moore, who had a solo homer and an RBI single as well. As we once again are now 1-4 on the year. We're now on a 3-game losing streak. And I don't know what I can do to turn it around. This is depressing. I don't want to quit, but at the same time, it's like the game is telling me to quit. Apparently this money spending was not a good idea. Burnside +4 contact. He's up to 50 now. Nice. Good for him. Might need to make some changes. I don't want to. But at the same time, what do we got to lose? Apparently not a whole lot's going right anyway. Darn it. What do we got? Well, Taters is out there at $5 million. I mean, I can't ignore that. That's pretty damn cheap. But him for North is such a huge step back. I don't want to give up that kind of money. Hackman at 6'5" is a pretty good steal, too. He's 30 still. He's still usable. Let's get ready to get signed here. Bring him in for Trevino. He's weaker in 3 categories. He's better than Gangnam in a couple categories. No, just power. Okay, wow. Alright, never mind. Sturdy Woodman at 4'2" is a nice deal for backup first baseman, but he's still more expensive than Burnside. Benicio 4'5", 5'4" is for Zoom. I don't think there's a whole lot I can do out here. There really isn't. Unless I tear everything down, and that would just be the signaling the end of the beginning of the end, really, because then it's like I've just given up. There's nothing more I can do except keep pushing, trying to turn it around, bit by bit. Keep hoping beyond hope that something goes our way. It's not going to, but we're going to keep trying. Can't give up yet. as much as I want to. Grapplers remain perfect with that win today. They're 5-0, and we're 1-4. Eagles rally, beat the Overdogs 6-4. They improved to 4-2. Herbisaurs upset the Freebooters, win 6-4. They're now 4-2, tied with the Freebooters atop the division. Crocodons win 9-4 over the Jacks. Battle bottom feeders there. Moonstars beat the Sawteeth 9-2. Both teams now at 3-3. Sirloins win 4-2 over the Moose. Platypi taking on the Wildleds here. Wildleds win 5-1 as they improve to 3-3 on the year. Eagles fall to Platypi fall to 4-2. Nemesis beat the Buzzards there 6-4 to keep the division lead. Sandcats beat the Hot Corners 8-1 as the Hot Corners getting crapped on this year, just like us. And Wild Pigs beat the Bluffers 7-5. And in the final game of the Sim, Grapplers looking to remain perfect. They beat the second place B-Wolves, not even close, 7-1 the score. They're now 6-0. Only unbeaten team left. Well, at least we're not the only team having a bad year. Sirloin's not doing hot, neither are the Hot Corners or the Jacks, so it's not just us. But it's very clear to see who are the haves and who are the have-nots this year. Next episode, we are taking on the Overdogs, who come in at 3-3 on the year. They're in, I believe, third place in their division, right? Second. Oh, they're in second. Nice. Good for them. They'll send lefty veteran Shania Burns to the hill, the former Blowfish number 4 starter. No record, a 1.50 ERA and a 1.17 whip. On the mound for us will be the still injured right-hander Carmelo Peterson. He did suffer a blister in his first start of the season. It has healed up enough where it won't affect his pitching ratings that much, but he's still not 100%. No record, a 10.38 ERA and a 2.08 whip. Since his start, we've lost 4 games. Actually, we're on a 4-game losing streak. Or 3-game losing streak, yeah. Alrighty, here's the lineup we'll send out there. Leading off at third is Gould. He's locked in against Still. Batting second at shortstop is Pollard. He's no longer juiced. Batting third at second, Caleb Golden. Batting fourth at first base, rookie Jacoby North. Batting fifth in left, Buster Biggs. Batting sixth, locked in still in center, is Nolan Lawson. Batting seventh, back in the lineup in right, is Dax Jarvis. Batting eighth, backup catcher Everett Nash, giving Hank Hart a day off to rest and fix his head. And batting ninth will be the pitcher Peterson. And that is going to do it for this episode, guys. Another loss on the board. Heaters chugging down the drain towards getting dumped at the end of the year by me, because in reality, we'll be 4 seasons in and still wouldn't have a winning season or a playoff appearance. That's grounds enough to get fired in real life, so that's how I'll treat it in this series. Fortunately, we couldn't get the win today. We didn't start scoring until it was far too late, so maybe we'll show up next game. I doubt it, but it's not wishful thinking to think so. Made it this deep in the video, guys. Thank you so much for sticking around. Sorry, of course, we couldn't get the win. If you haven't already, hit the follow button down below here on Twitch to be notified next time I go live. And if you haven't already on YouTube, leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe to the channel, link to Twitch in the description below. And I'll catch you on the next episode. Until then, this is the Nasty One, signing off. Have a wonderful day, afternoon, evening, wherever you may be.